Fantasy Alarm TV. I'm your host, as always, for the Big Three, Ray Flowers. 1.06 is the first number. That's the whip of Tyler Clippard. It's accompanied by an ERA of about 2.5. So what's the problem with Tyler Clippard? His strikeout rate is down. 9.25 or better for 6 straight seasons. That mark is barely 7.5 right now. Gotta figure that's a sample size thing that will go up as we move forward. He's also walking 4 guys per 9. It's a little bit too high, obviously. Like to see that number come down. What really is an issue right now with Clippard is a couple of things. One, his fly ball rate is 63%. It's about 9-10% above normal. Gotta lower that number, even though it's a good place to pitch in Oakland when we're talking the big fly. And secondly, there's the consideration of Sean Doolittle returning. Now, this needs to be said. Sean Doolittle is having a hard time hitting 90 miles an hour with his fastball. He is nowhere near being ready to close. He may not even be ready to pitch in the big leagues right now. Probably needs a little bit more work in the minor leagues. So Clippard should get a little more run in the 9th inning. 9.25 or more strikeouts in 6 straight seasons for Clippard. 5 straight seasons with at least 70 innings pitched. He is 70 games pitched, one of the best relievers in baseball over the last 5 years. He's been better than people think in 2015. Second number of the day is 3.64. That's the strikeout to walk ratio of Jeff Samardzija. Now, I know Jeff Samardzija's numbers are all over the place. I know his performance has been really, really bad. But here is what I see. That 3.64 strikeout to walk ratio is still the second best mark of his career and well above the 2.7 mark he does own. What's happened this year? His ground ball rate is way down. It's 49% the last 2 seasons. This year, the mark is more than 10% below that. Why is that happening? He's throwing his cutter an awful lot more this season. Actually, the rate of his cutter usage is double what it was last season. Doesn't seem to be working. Not only is he allowing much less in the ground ball department, he's also seen a big drop in his strikeout rate. It's below 7 per 9 innings. This is a guy who's been at least 8.28 for 4 straight seasons. Now, his swinging strike rate is still pretty solid. It's not great, but it's pretty solid. My recommendation for Samardzija owners, hold. You might try to buy low. Jeff, stop throwing the cutter as much. Doesn't seem to be working out for you in the early going in your White Sox career. Final number of the day is 6.75, as in the ERA of Ian Kennedy through 6 starts. And I know people are running in droves from the guy. Don't be that person. His swinging strike rate is still better than his career average. His batting average balls in play, same as always. What's the problem with Kennedy? Number one, he's walking more than half a batter more per 9 innings. Got to bring the walks down. Running theme here today. Number two, we have to look at his home run to fly ball ratio. It's more than, his home run per 9 ratio. It's more than double his career rate. It's 2.45 per 9 innings. No one does that. And again, more than double where it normally ends. Bring the walks down. Bring the homers down. Natural, that's just the way things go as we talk about a larger sample size. And have that left on base percentage inch back up close to where it should be. Ian Kennedy is a great buy low option. He's healthy now. He should improve. It's not going to cost you anything. He's on the waiver wire in some leagues. A very consistent hurler of the past few years who's not getting his due because of the long ball. Ray Flowers, Fantasy Alarm TV. You've been listening to the Big Three. Talk to y'all again soon.